Bore da a croeso I Nyfleniad. This presentation will focus on evaluating Welsh language development within the curriculum for Wales. I will be considering the Curriculum I Gymru's emphasis on Welsh language development, highlighting how cross-curricular and everyday use of Welsh can be more effective than teaching it solely through Welsh lessons. I will draw on examples from my placement school, exploring how Welsh is currently taught and used within the classroom, the extent to which it is integrated across different areas of learning, and the strengths and weaknesses of these approaches. Overall, this presentation aims to explore how effective cross-curricular Welsh language use can support pupils' fluency, confidence, and engagement with Welsh language. I Gymraeg yn y Curriculum I Gymru. Welsh language development is a key focus of the Curriculum I Gymru, aligning with the Welsh Government's Cymraeg 2050 strategy, which aims to reach 1 million Welsh speakers by 2050 and develop Wales as a bilingual nation. Schools play a crucial role in achieving this aim, particularly as opportunities to use Welsh outside of school can be limited. As a result, the Curriculum I Gymru promotes embedding Welsh across all areas of learning and experience, rather than just teaching it as an additional subject. This approach encourages Welsh to be used naturally and frequently throughout lessons and daily routines, helping learners to see it as an everyday, purposeful language. Welsh as a cross-curricular responsibility. The Curriculum I Gymru emphasises Welsh language development as a cross-curricular responsibility. Welsh language use is not the sole responsibility of Welsh lessons or Welsh teachers, but rather something that should be supported by all staff across the school. Given the social nature of classrooms and the constant interaction between pupils and teachers, there are frequent opportunities for Welsh to be used meaningfully throughout everyday learning. Embedding Welsh across all subjects, routines, and classroom interactions helps to normalise its use and support pupils in viewing Welsh as a functional language for communication, rather than simply as a subject taught in school. Oracy and conversational Welsh. Effective Welsh language development within the classroom should place a strong emphasis on oracy. Speaking and listening skills are initially acquired more easily than reading and writing skills. A focus on promoting everyday conversational Welsh is key to building pupils' confidence in using their language. Cummins' work on bilingualism and second language acquisition provides a theoretical basis for this, particularly his distinction between basic interpersonal communicative skills, or BICS, and cognitive academic language proficiency, or CALP. Cummins suggests that BICS, which refers to everyday conversational language, develops more quickly and should be prioritised before introducing academic language use. Vygotsky's idea of social constructivism reinforces the focus on oracy, highlighting the role of social interaction in language acquisition. Therefore, it is key that pupils are provided with frequent opportunities to hear and use Welsh in natural social interactions to develop confidence and fluency and create a strong foundation for further Welsh development. Ymarferion dosbartheffethiol. Effective Welsh language development requires strategies that integrate Welsh into all aspects of the classroom. One key approach is incidental Welsh, using short phrases regularly throughout lessons and routines. For example, during greetings such as bore da, commands such as doelio y fyny or amser tecliso, and in positive praise such as da iawn or bendigedig. Teachers play a large role in Welsh language development through consistent modelling. These approaches teach pupils correct pronunciation, usage, and context. As a teacher, it is important to create low-pressure opportunities for pupils to speak Welsh where they feel comfortable making mistakes. This encourages pupils to try speaking Welsh as much as possible, which in turn increases their confidence. Repetition is also central to language development. Hearing and using Welsh regularly in a range of contexts reinforces pupils' understanding, improves pronunciation, and helps them gain confidence. These approaches help make Welsh feel functional and part of everyday classroom life, rather than something separate. Supporting Welsh language use. Visual aids are another strategy used to support Welsh language development. Displays that include sentence starters, key vocabulary, or high frequency words in Welsh help to reinforce the language and provide pupils with prompts to support independent language use. These supports can be especially beneficial for ALN learners as they reduce cognitive load and make Welsh more accessible and structured. Rather than pupils relying on English when they cannot remember a word or phrase in Welsh, visual aids can prompt Welsh language use. Welsh can also be extended by integrating it into other subjects. For example, in maths lessons, teaching numbers and shapes in Welsh alongside English. Teaching Welsh and English together rather than separately supports transferable language skills and enables pupils to use Welsh as a tool for learning across the curriculum. I Gymraeg yn fiasgoleuad. In my placement school, I saw Welsh language used in a range of ways, particularly through daily routines, positive praise, and classroom commands. Teachers and teaching assistants regularly use incidental Welsh for greetings, instructions, and positive praise, helping to normalise Welsh and make it an everyday part of the classroom. Welsh was also encouraged between peers in the classroom. Pupils were prompted to use Welsh phrases when working with others, such as Gari rwber os gwelwch yn dda. Welsh was also prompted during activities around the classes. In one of my classes, there was a Welsh shop as the role play area, in which pupils were encouraged to communicate with one another in Welsh. Sentence starters and key vocabulary were displayed in the area as prompts. These areas create meaningful, low-pressure opportunities for pupils to build confidence in using Welsh. The school also has a strong focus on Cynefin, linking to Welsh culture, identity and belonging. Welsh was further incorporated through weekly assemblies where pupils were awarded for using Welsh, as well as a Welsh question of the week displayed on classroom doors and story time and circle time, which were sometimes delivered in Welsh. In terms of cross-curricular use, Welsh was integrated into some lessons, particularly in maths, where numbers and shapes were regularly taught in Welsh alongside English. This supported the use of Welsh language across all areas of learning. Strengths and areas for development. Overall, my placement school demonstrates a strong commitment to promoting Welsh language use, especially through everyday routines, praise, and classroom interactions. The frequent use of incidental Welsh helps to normalise the language and supports pupils in viewing Welsh as purposeful and relevant. Whole school initiatives such as Welsh assemblies, awards, and the question of the week further encourage pupils to use Welsh. However, there are also some areas for development. Welsh language use was not consistent across all classes. Some teachers integrated Welsh much more confidently and regularly than others. This inconsistency can limit language development, as pupils do not receive equal amounts of exposure or opportunities to practice Welsh as they move between classes. This suggests that some staff could benefit from additional support in Welsh language use to build confidence and promote greater consistency across the school. Additionally, while some visual supports were in place, classroom displays could include a greater range of Welsh, such as everyday phrases and topic-specific vocabulary, to further support independent Welsh use. The school could also benefit from more regular Welsh lessons alongside everyday use, to introduce and reinforce key vocabulary and sentence structures. Casgliad. In conclusion, Welsh is a key aspect of the curriculum I Gymru, where it is prompted as a cross-curricular responsibility to be embedded across lessons and everyday routines. Both theory and practice highlight the importance of oracy, incidental Welsh, and consistent modelling in supporting pupils' confidence and fluency. My placement experience demonstrated that regular and purposeful use of Welsh encourages greater participation, while consistent whole school approaches play a crucial role in supporting Welsh language development and helping pupils to view Welsh as an everyday language. Diolch am wrando.